Good evening. Hello. Welcome along to LMU Ultimate and round 6 of the LMU Masters at Overtake.gg. Final round of the LMU Masters. And the let's see, third race that I do in the championship. I think it is, yeah. Fourth one I attempt to do, the third one that I will be able to join. Let's see, where do I find myself in the championship after the 2 rounds that I've done? 15th with 26 points, and I'm only 5 points away from a top 10. That's interesting. Yeah, no, that'll be the goal, to try to score enough points to get up in the top 10. Hi Kev, welcome along. Let's see, that's the window with LMU, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. And after a lackluster but solid performance last time around at Sebring, where I was doing pretty well, but of course I did crash, so I did fall quite the way down the leaderboard. I do want to do better this time. So yeah, a little bit less. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave it at that. That was pretty good when I tried to drive early this morning. We have 64 tires available, which is good. And it looks like it will 0% chance of rain for the entirety of the evening, so that is also good. Now we are 16 cars in the GT3 class. So it might be a tall order to get far enough up the leaderboard to really score any big points. But then again, you have to race the race or drive the race before you can actually hand out any points and all that. So we're definitely gonna put in the effort. Whoa. Did anybody say cold tires? Huh? It's almost like I'm driving the Wartburg in the Slotterpokal. These cold slicks do have a similar sort of grip, a similar feel of the grip. That's a hypercar coming up behind. Yeah, it's a Yeah, the Wartburg is a lot quicker. Yes, of course. There's no question about that. Which is why we don't bring the Wartburg here to Le Mans, because that would upset the fragile feelings of the hypercars. We're getting above 50 degrees now, so the tire temps are starting to get into the window. So a full tank of fuel will be enough for about 10 laps. So, and to make the calculations easier, it's 4 minutes per lap. So that's 40 minutes into the race then, on one tank of fuel. And we're gonna drive 90 minutes worth of racing. So that's 40, and then another 40, and then 10. So that's another 10, another 3 laps sorry, worth of fuel for the end. I mean, you could lift and coast a bit and try to save fuel, but I don't think you'll be able to save that much. Then again, everything do depend on where the leader of the hypercar class is when the time runs out after those 90 minutes. And the thing about the GT3 cars in Le Mans Ultimate is that you only have 2 settings on the fuel mapping. It is safety car or race. You don't have any steps in between like you have in, for instance, R Factor 2. So you can't just go down one step and lift a bit and save a lot of fuel that way. it's another Valkyrie coming up behind. There's actually quite a few Valkyries on the track. Right, time for qualifying then. 15 minutes, and do as many laps as you want / can. Let's click that ABS thingy 2 clicks forward. There we have Luca, who I was battling with for a little while at Sebring. I did have the pace, but I also had the accident. And he didn't, so he did finish well ahead of me by about a lap. And everybody's skating around, coming out of the pits. Already a yellow flag. Oh, I can see why. The good thing though is that the track is really oh, that's massive weaving up ahead. Now the track is really good on tires, really soft on tires. No doubt that there is the biggest part of the lap is flat out in a straight line. So I don't think we'll need to change tires at all over the 90 minutes. So it is really only fuel that we need to have a look at, keep an eye out for. Oh, Luca did escape back to the pits. Moving the brake balance a little bit further to the front. Which almost is better when you have these cold tires. Cold tires and a heavy fuel load. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't hit. This will be into the wall, won't it? Yes, it is. Of course it is. I was looking at the Valkyrie that went by. Hello, density. Well, that's one less chance, or one less lap for qualifying. Not that I think it will matter too much anyway. And suddenly everything went really bright. Letting the other guys through that are already on a hot lap. I did like the WEC pit lane thingy at Sebring. It made it a very race room-like way of dealing with qualifying. Because you went out through the last corner of the track and then onto the start-finish line or start-finish straight. And straight into the hot lap. Whereas here you have, well, in these cars, in the GT3 cars, you have 4 minutes until you can actually start a hot lap after coming out from the pits. Oh, that was Mr. Clark in the gravel. do have time for 2 hot laps. Oh. That's the second time in 2 laps that he has gone by me. Martin in the Alpine. It was very conservative through the chicane. Backed out of it, okay. Looked like he was gonna go for a gap, go for the gap, but he backed out of it into Arnage. Flirting with the track limits. Well, 8 fastest ain't that bad. Well, I am 10th of the 11 that has set the lap time. Is he gonna clear us before Mulsanne corner? Just before. And then I got a bad exit. Time for qualifying is up. Stefanizzi has done a 3:59. So there's a lot to gain from just lifting before that little kink into Indianapolis. Well, we did gain one position then at the final lap there. We also managed to get some aero damage over the bumps, or over the chicane. So a new set of tires. I'll move the ABS back there. I'll do that instead. Stephen Bailey has pole position in the hypercar class, and I'm 11th out of the 14 that has put in a valid lap time in GT3. Right. Yeah, it was pretty close between the top two, wasn't it? Yeah, it's not even it's not even half a tenth of a second. Huh. Where am I compared to Luca? I am a second and a half behind him. Okay. But I am only a tenth of a second behind Paul in 10th. So there is that. And I think everybody now is back into the pits. Yeah, it looks like it. So we're ready to jump into the race. Get a good tower. Yeah, that would be ideal. And then, of course, the big question: how do we do with the strategy? Do we go in early and get that short stint out of the way so that we could go flat to the end afterwards, or I do hope all the all the hypercars are starting ahead of the GT field. Because in R Factor 2 it doesn't sort that way. It puts, if you have a slower time, then you will be put behind. Well, I just hope for some clean racing. And not like last time around, when the guy ahead of me braked all way too late, and I braked even later. This lineup for the race, it's even more nerve-wracking and difficult than the the racing itself. Gonna be an awkward place when we get the green light. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Oh, somebody's in the pits. Oh, where's that? Where's Ashley going? Somebody disappeared into the gravel trap, into the left and to the right. And we came out of that in 8th. Oh, Piotr Ganczewski, wasn't that the guy in 2nd or 3rd? Huh. Well, he's not had a good start to the race. Going in a bit deep. 2.5 seconds ahead of 10th position, so we're in. Within the window where I want to be at least. The goal is always a top 10 if we can do that. Okay, and there is another hypercar coming up behind. Oh, did Jay crash behind me? Looked like he did. Oh. Yeah, Jay did crash behind me. That's not good. Leadfoot. I do lose a little bit through Tête Rouge onto the back straight then by being by not being liberal enough with the with the curbing. It seems like all the guys ahead of me are capable of a higher tempo. I need to stop going over the curbing on the inside of the corners, because that is upsetting the car. It's upsetting the balance. Hi, Ride. Well, it hasn't been too eventful yet. We had some of the usual turn 1 shenanigans that you always have online. But apart from that, it's been relatively smooth for the first 2 laps. I'm slightly slower than the car ahead, but I am slightly faster than the cars behind. So the thing that I'm wondering is if I should go into the pits. Now go in early and get the short stint out of the way and then do 2 long stints afterwards. Or whether I should stay in the flow with the other guys and just do a splash at the end. Decisions to be made. Well, it was better than last time. A lot cleaner this time around. .2. Well, I could be later on the brakes, but I learned those few corners. But usually around the circuit, that didn't go up. Well, usually around this track, unless of course you're doing that, it is. I feel it's better to brake early and go kind of slowly through the corner to be able to be earlier on the throttle on the exit, especially with these long straights. If I can do that. Very often I've been, in the past, I've been later on the brakes and keeping more pace into the corner. But then the corner exits has been compromised by it. Well, it looks like I am able to be later on the brakes than Paul is. But then again, that is always easier to do when you're the car behind. Somebody is retired. I couldn't see any car anywhere. Oh, it was the pole sitter. The pole sitter is gone. Oh my. And I think he was one of the championship protagonists as well. This shouldn't work. It did work. Whew. Some lagging going on there into the chicane. Oh, that was deemed to be okay. Fine. Right, so it's my turn to be ahead now and try to lead the way. Try to pull away rather. It would be nice if I could. Yeah, Stefanitzi was the guy who was fighting for the championship. I was too late on brakes. Lost a little bit of time on the fastest lap time, but I've also gained a full second of a pole through that. Nice, nice, nice. Now then, with the tactics, do we go for the pit stop now to get that short stint out of the way and have better tires for the full tank of fuel that we will be putting in? I think we could. Yeah, let's do that. No, that's not the one. Do not repair. Yep. I overshot the pit box. Oh well. Because I can see from the timing that it's gonna do 22 point something laps, which is 23. Oh, I didn't spot the Mercedes in the mirror. Yeah, no, so we won't be doing any extra laps. So from here on in, we only need one more stop. Oh. Well, we're on the 11 car still running in the GT3 class. Given that Andrew Holland is in the pits, it was the guy who went to the pits behind me there. And he's still in the pits. think that the top 10 should be well within reach. That's the same guy that sideswiped me in the same part of the track on lap 1. Which is the reason for why I did have the option to repair bodywork at the pit stop. So caught up about a second to the Ford in 9th position over the last lap. It is tempting to put new tires on on the last pit stop. But well, I don't know if the time gain is enough for a new set of tires. Probably not. Only 14 seconds behind the Ford now. I think I said something about it curving on the inside of the corners. That's 5 seconds to the Ford over last lap. I think I could actually see him at the end of in the horizon there. Something about braking enough for the chicane. Braking enough for the corners in general. I can see the Ford. Looks like Bailey has a little bit of a lead in the hypercar class. I think I want a new set of tires on the pit stop. Because the understeer is really noticeable now. Well, if anything, I want a fresh set of fronts. Ah, okay. The guy in second position in hypercar went to the pits. Yeah, it's forecasted dry weather throughout the race after all, Ola. Brimtsch. And I've been losing a bit of time to him pretty much throughout the stint after I came out of the pits. Oh yeah, that's true, Ola. I haven't seen Hugo in here. I did see him at Snatch Trucker's live stream before I started going around here, but hypercar incoming. I don't think he lost that much time on that maneuver, actually. Yeah. Yeah, fair weather had rain, yeah. And of course it is the pit stop cycle for the GT3 cars now. So I've gone a bit backwards with the strategy this time, Ola. Because this race is 2 full stints and then a 3-lapper. Because you can get 10 laps out of a full tank of fuel. So I went in early to get that short stint done. But it has to be said, I went in at lap 5. Which should mean that the next pit stop I do is a little bit shorter. Which is also why I am out of sequence with the others. So it will be fun to see how everything plays out. When all is done. It's also nice to have other cars around me on the track again now. Even if Wayne is pulling away a little bit. Oops. So leader in class is in the pits. And we have lost one of the two guys who is fighting for the championship in the GT3 class. He went off the road on lap number 2, I think. I did actually leapfrog Luca as well with a pit stop. Well, in one way I shouldn't, because it was a shorter pit stop. Okay, so I've been catching back up to Ethan Rain. I think it's Ethan Rain. Mr. Rain, at least. Been catching back up to him after I said that I've lost time to him in this stint. Caught back almost 5 seconds. Hypercar coming up. Guy who is now in the lead. So Vonnet and Bailey has swapped positions in the pit stop, because Bailey was around 5 seconds ahead before the pit stops. But Vonnet did go in a lap earlier, so I guess he was stationary for a lot shorter period of time. About a second, or about a lap, I mean. So Mr. Rain is in the pits. And I only find myself 10 seconds behind the lead actually. Lap 15, okay. Well, we are over the halfway mark of the race. Hi Fred, welcome along. Oh, big slide. So a pit stop next lap. There is no point in putting on new tires. I want new tires because the car is a bit more understeered now than it was when the tires were brand new, but yeah, you and me both, Ole. I have already scheduled mine. What? Yeah, I had to do 9:30 or 21:30 because I do work until 20. Yeah, it is somewhere around that. Just shy of an hour. Oh yeah, that's right. That is also happening tomorrow. Forgot about that. I forgot about that. The good thing about Le Mans compared to some of the other tracks is that it doesn't jump up and down, up and down, up and down between two different levels of fuel required to reach the end of the race. Yeah, Imola I think was the first round of the season that I was able to drive, and it kept switching up and down between two different energy levels that I needed to have in the car when leaving the pits. And then suddenly a lap or two before the actual pit stop. It threw a curveball on me and gave me a third number. Yeah, 22.5 laps. Should be 23 then. 8 more laps of fuel, that should be more than enough. There's another hypercar incoming. I feel like I've caught up a bit to Wayne over the last lap. Might just be in my mind. The green spanner is to tell me that the pit stop is requested and the pit crew is ready. Oh no, do we have... pit boxes close together? I do like that it told me to park at an angle when I got in there. So I had a shorter pit stop than he did, for some reason. No engine rebuild, no. So where do we come back out in? Come back out in 8th position. Yeah, because Mr. Rain just went by us. But to come out half a minute ahead of Paul Fairweather, who I did overtake and was in a close battle with for a couple laps there at the start of the race. Oh, there's a change for the lead. Roth in the Corvette has taken the lead, and I think he is the other guy who could clinch the championship this race. I think. I haven't really read that much into it. Here comes a caddy. And that's Stephen Bailey, I guess. Yes, it is. I could look down to the left. Pit stop isn't mandatory as such, but you can only drive for Ooh. How close was Edward? Oh, I thought that was almost going to be a murder. No, a full tank of fuel in the GT3 car that I'm driving is only enough for 10 laps. And 10 laps at 4 minutes a lap is just 40 minutes. So then for a 90-minute race you need 2 stops really. Unless you can go really lean with lots of lift and coast and all of that. I was braking way too much into the kink. But you need to lift and coast to save 3 laps worth of fuel over the 2 stints if you want to just do 1 stop. So that is highly unlikely that you'll be able to do that. Especially not when the only 2 engine modes available in the car is race or safety car. And again a change for the lead. Stratman back in the lead in the Lexus. Oh, by the way, Ola, while you're here, something that popped in my mind regarding the Peugeot 405. Not the mod car that Cyril has updated, but real life. I think that car was produced still in was it Albania maybe? Up until 2020 or something along those lines. How cool would that be? To suddenly buy a to be able to buy a 5-year-old Peugeot 405, which is 20 years since was stopped being produced in France. Yeah, it could be in Iran actually, yeah. I don't remember, it is a while since I've heard about it. I just know that it was produced somewhere outside of the outside of France for up until pretty recently. Amazing vehicle, and I do have to say that I do like the looks of the car as well. I think it's a good looking car. Both the 405 and the 406. Okay, and suddenly the brakes didn't do brake things. Hello Hugo! Welcome along! I'm a bit disappointed by this race, by the way. Because I had hoped that we would have a 24-hour cycle to it. Or at least some nighttime driving. Given that the race was scheduled to start at 1800 hours in game time. I did catch up to Mr. Rain a little bit there over last lap, but I lost it again. Ooh! That's not a very bad price either. Well, I will win the Euro jackpot tonight, so I'll place the order tomorrow then. $90k NOK, it's 8,500 euros or something like that. 8,000. Too late on the brakes for Anage. was way too early on the throttle for that one. That was almost a full second over that lap. Ooh, judging by fuel, Mr. Rain might be able to get all the way to the end actually. Cool. 406 front and a 405 rear. So it seems that Rain ahead of me now is quicker on the faster bits at the at the start of the lap. But I seem to be faster at the more fiddly bits towards the end of the lap. Because the gap is at its biggest in Mulsanne. Again, too late on the brakes for a harsh. Oh, that was a bit too much. 10 minutes left of the race. Sadly, it looks like a top 5 is out of reach. even with the extra pit stop for the guys ahead. Sixth position might be within reach. Of course, they do also come down a bit to what Mr. Rain and I do over the last couple of laps. Okay, hypercar coming up. Nyum. That's a lot of sparks. Another hypercar coming up, but he went off big time into the gravel at Mulsanne. Seems like he's stuck there. What happened there? I had a blue flag for a short period of time and then it disappeared. Oh, and he has appeared ahead of us. Ooh. I was a bit afraid there for a short while that I forced him off the road without seeing that it was there. So Mr. Augustus is in the pits, so we jump ahead of him. Mr. Den up ahead, 23% fuel left for another 2 laps. That it might be enough. Might also not be. Luca with 15% for 2 laps. I think that is too little. Envy Rain. Or at least that's the team name. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Thinking and driving at the same time. Or calculate, yeah. So Luca Monroe then 47 seconds up the road. I think that is too far ahead to be able to catch back up through the pit cycle. And again, too late on the brakes. Oh, no, 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 no. Not need to run him off the road. Why did he lift? Oh, did he cut the... Is this the last lap of the race now? Yeah, it is. Oh. Yeah. Something for the stewards to decide later, I guess. But no, I think if he cut anything, I think it must have been the last corner. Or got a cut penalty for anything, no, it would have been the last corner. There is Mr. Bailey. So this is indeed the last lap, given that the overall leader just went by. so that little Peugeot intermission there was probably the gap that I needed. Whew. Well, 6th position in the race then. It's not too bad. Whew. Does it say how far behind we were in the end? No, it doesn't. At least we did finish on the lead lap in the GT3 class as well. And given the fastest lap times, I'm pretty much where I should be compared to the others. Well, Mr. Hollum was faster, but he was involved in something in the beginning there as well. Paul Fairweather dropped down a bit, dropped even further down a bit. Stanton Augustus did DNF at the end. Okay. And there is quite a number of DNFs. 19 finished, so 11 drivers then has retired. 12 drivers has retired. Yeah, 12 drivers did retire in the end there. Whew. Nice. Oops. Very nice. Right. So I don't know if that is enough to get me up into the top 10 on or in the championship rather, but it would hopefully bring me further up. Whew. Well, and as Ole said in the chat a bit earlier on, tomorrow is R Factor 2 day. No, R Factor 2. EAWRC rally day tomorrow. Because we do have Pushing Portugal with the Super 1600 cars. So I'll be doing that tomorrow evening. Starting at 9:30 Central European time. And then, of course, Thursday, R Factor 2 Thursday on Townsville with the Caterham Academy cars. So that will be fun as well. And, of course, some more Richard Burns rally through the weekend. Oh, yeah, it is Hugo's rally. But it's 11 o'clock around there right now. I haven't eaten anything since lunch at work, so I need to go and find myself something to eat. But thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. It's been a pleasure having you all along for the ride. Do enjoy whatever is left of your Tuesday, and I will catch you all later. So take care and goodbye.